Hello, this is Terrorontor, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 35th episode of Terrorontor Plays Minecraft. In today's episode, I decided to start by taking down the mob tower made out of dirt because dirt is actually a somewhat valuable resource when you really get right down to it. Though there is a lot of it, it's basically infinite. It's not infinite in any given area, per se, in the same way as sand. If you really want dirt or sand, you have to start a quarry for them if you run out. So I decided to take down the dirt mob tower and replace it with an infinitely renewable resource, such as wood, because you can always grow more trees. So I decided to basically start farming tons of aspen trees to get that nice light-colored wood, which fit in really well with the desert around it, I felt. And it wasn't important that it looked too good, because, of course, I'm never going to be seeing this in my actual city. It's a building that's there purely for function. So that went quite well, I think. You might be noticing right now, we are going at like times 12 speed, and when I time-lapse I normally do it at times 6 speed, so we're really going very, very fast indeed. And that's because today was another super special, extra fun day of technical difficulties. Yay! Yeah, I actually recorded everything you're seeing now yesterday, and I'm recording this voiceover and any footage you'll be seeing today. Because, yeah, technical difficulties everywhere. My microphone wasn't working for parts, I lost some footage, I don't know what it is, but it's like, when I have technical difficulties, I have a lot of them all at once, or at least that's how it feels. But hey, I'm gonna record the rest of the episode, hopefully, technical difficulty free. So, please enjoy this approaching Nirvana while you while you watch the rest of the pre-recorded footage, and I should be joining you again very, very soon to record the rest of the episode, in which we'll probably be adding another floor or two to the mob tower, and, I don't know, maybe doing some caving or something like that to grab some more redstone now that we have our super fancy pickaxe, hopefully getting to level 30 and enchanting another diamond pickaxe, etc., etc. But please enjoy this approaching Nirvana and watching me build a mob tower and hack down aspen trees. I will be seeing you again very, very soon. And welcome back. Here we are. All technical difficulties shall have ceased, so I decree. And yeah, we're back. We're back with speech and other wonderful things like that. I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse footage and approaching Nirvana music you just listened to and watched. In approaching Nirvana news, by the way, they are releasing a new album in the near future, and I am incredibly excited about that. Oh, gosh, I really need to just leave this right here. Okay, now I can jump up and down. Yeah, though, basically, good stuff has been done this episode. Even if I lost some footage, I actually don't think I said anything too super interesting, so it's not like you missed a lot. I'm just sorry I'm getting this episode a day late. That's like a recurring theme. Back near the beginning of this Let's Play, I did say that I would be trying to put out an episode every single day, and wow, I am way behind on that. As a matter of fact, I think I abandoned that goal long ago. But it's not like I'm gonna just stop putting episodes out on a regular basis whatsoever. Definitely gonna still keep putting them out every day or two. But yeah, the everyday thing, I don't think that's gonna work, especially because over the next couple of weeks and months, I'll actually just slowly be getting more and more busy as time passes. Right now I have marching band, which takes up about 8 hours a day. Actually, probably closer to 9 hours a day when you count in driving time. But, next week, actually, I have lots of free time. Next week is like my one free week before school actually begins. But then as soon as actual school starts up, that's when things get super fun. Because with the start of actual school, that's when I go from like full-time job to like professionally paid full-time job. And by that I just mean instead of just 8 hours a day, which is like the minimum time requirement to count as a full-time job, I'll be going to including time spent on homework and stuff, probably closer to 10 or 11 hours a day. Because you see, not only am I in just normal classes, I'm actually in AP classes and all the super duper fun, mega time consuming stuff. So when actual school starts, chances are that episodes will actually be even less frequent than they already are. But I will still try to the best of my ability to put them up on a regular basis because I really, really enjoy doing this. Like, I know I say that often. I say, oh, I don't do this for popularity or whatever. I do it because I love it, and that's actually incredibly true. Like, I don't think that could be more true than it is at this point. This just brightens my day whenever I do this, unless I have the technical difficulties, which are horribly aggravating. Making videos is really, really fun. And actually, I do have a treat coming up for you guys in the near future. Which is going to be related to redstone. That is right. Oh, hello, world generating stuff. I actually invented an incredibly fun redstone something, which is, wow, this is incredibly slow world loady. But it's actually quite lovely to look at from above. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is, all that underground terrain. That's so cool. There's a little dungeon over there. Some abandoned... I'm not actually going to exploit this. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, let's see where the stronghold is. Not that I'll say it. I think this is just really cool to look at all of this. Yeah, though I'll probably end up exploring more of this underground later. Yes, though, long story short, just a recap on everything I just said. I'm going to be getting even more busy as time passes. And... oh, yes. Redstone treat coming up soon. Actually, it is a redstone thing I just invented very, very recently. I actually, it's not totally finished, but at this point I know that the concept does work, so it is something that will be happening for sure. I think that's really entertaining how I just heard the dark room noise, you know, the noise when you're above a dark room. And it's right above my mob tower, which is actually a deliberately dark room, so that's pretty funny. Right, though, this cool redstone invention, it's actually based on a concept that I thought was sort of impossible for a little while. Not totally impossible, but just certain aspects of it I thought were gonna be pretty much impossible to create, and I have, in fact, made it all work. So this is actually a really, really cool, very, very functional invention. Much more functional than the smart furnace, which is really just there for convenience. This particular thing is actually very useful and very neat, and I think it'll be really fun to use. So, yeah, I'm very excited to get that out. I'm not going to give you any spoilers about it. You're just going to have to wait and see. But it's going to be pretty darn cool when it's all in a video and stuff. And I should be releasing that video sometime later this week, and that will be, actually, I'll probably have to release one video before it to kind of explain one of the things that makes it work. Yeah, but you get the idea. It's really complicated, essentially. And I will also be releasing another episode of Terrorontor Does Science soon, all about branch mining. So, make sure to stay tuned and check in whenever that comes out. That one is going to be a little bit more time-consuming to actually make. So I'm not sure exactly. That'll probably come out sometime next week. That's probably a good guess for that. Yeah, though, I'm just happy I'm getting stuff done. Hey, so I don't want to make you watch me build the rest of this, and I'm happy I said those things that I mean, I basically covered my topics of discussion I really wanted to go over today. So yeah, I'm going to be done talking for now. I'm going to go into some super duper fun time lapse, and I will be seeing you again shortly. Hello again. So, exciting development. We just lost more footage. Yay. So, yeah, what I was saying a couple of seconds ago about the whole, you know, when I do have technical difficulties, they come in numbers. That was definitely the truth, not a lie, not even a little bit of a lie, actually. 1 second. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow. So, you know that whole thing that happens sometimes where you lose footage, and then you talk about how ridiculous it is, how, like, how many technical difficulties they're having, and you say, oh yeah, they come in numbers, yes they do. Wow. Wow. So, hey, I'm back, and I just had yet another technical difficulty, and this one was actually sort of new. I'm not sure we've seen this one yet in this Let's Play, but my computer blue-screened, and that does happen to my computer on rare occasion. It's not like it's the first thing it's happened. It's not like it's the first time this has ever happened. But, wow, that's just, God. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so, I had been saying some more stuff, and as you can see, I'm no longer on top of the mob tower. I had run down to sleep and, get some more food, so I could continue work on it. But, wow, this is just insanity. Yeah, so I had been saying, actually, I can't really talk about this until I go back up there. But, yeah, this is just craziness, how much stuff is all happening in this one episode. Because, I mean, you guys know, you've seen them. I go through episodes and episodes and episodes where not a single technical difficulty occurs. It all goes totally smoothly. It's not a problem. I don't have some random blue screen which then resets all of my achievements. But then, in just this one episode now, I have had pretty much every technical difficulty that can happen and happens with these videos has happened all at once now. Or all within a very short period of time. So it's just crazy. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know. But hey, I do have some stuff to talk about that I can talk about without actually using visual aids up in the mob tower. So I'm gonna talk about that stuff now. Alright, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm rich or incredibly wealthy or anything, because I'm not. I'm poor. I'm in desperate need of cash. But I did get another game recently. Actually, just yesterday, I got Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS, and I got the 3DS as a gift for my birthday last year. And wow, that game is amazing so far. I am loving that game, man. The nostalgia is just insane, because even though it's true I'm a youngin', right? Only a young boy of 16. I do have some experience with what I consider to be old games. And I know that this is kind of pathetic. I consider, like, Nintendo 64 games and stuff to be old. But it's not like I'm totally inexperienced with them, right? I actually am a huge fan of some coin-op games, such as, you know, Pac-Man, Galaga, etc., Dig Dug, you know, all that good stuff. I am a big fan of many games that I consider to be quite old. And in this case, I am counting, I do include Nintendo 64 games in those, because the Nintendo 64 was actually the first console I ever owned. And I owned it when I was quite young. I don't even remember the exact age. But, I truly regret selling it. I mean, at the time, though, I probably sold it when it must have been like 3 or 4 years ago. Back when I didn't have a great concept of the fact that, if I sold it, I would really, really wish I hadn't sold it one day. I didn't really grasp that back then. And now I'm at that point where I really, really regret having sold it. So curse you, younger me. You stink. I can't believe my younger me would betray me like this. Yeah, though, I no longer have a Nintendo 64, but man, yeah. Any Nintendo 64 game that I played just it's really stuck with me, I think. And that includes, you know, like Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64, Kirby and the Crystal Shards, all of those games, man, they were just phenomenal. And I now no longer have a Nintendo 64 to enjoy them on. Even the original Super Smash Bros. Gosh, I love that game. Now I play Super Smash Bros. Brawl with a number of friends. We're all really, really into it. We have, like, tournaments between 8 of us about on a somewhat regular basis. It's tons of fun. Yeah, though, man, I used to play some of these games that I really, really miss now. I wish I wish I still had some of them. Right here. Cool. Alright, but now we're gonna be... Oh, and why did I start to... Alright, and that's because of Ocarina of Time 3D, which I'm now playing through. And I play it very differently now from how I used to play it, right? Like, I used to just kind of be like, oh, herpity-derp, storyline, I don't understand how this stuff works, I'm just gonna get angry at it and all this stuff, and now I actually understand the game, and I go into all the buildings. It's not like I look at walkthroughs or anything, because I hate walkthroughs. I think walkthroughs are stupid. But, you know, I understand the game a lot more, and I actually do all of the random side quests that give you amazing items and stuff, and yeah, it's great. I'm really, really loving that so far. So that's what I've been playing with all of my massive amounts of free time, and of course I say that jokingly because I don't actually have like any of that. And as time passes, I'll actually be getting less and less free time. And darn it, you know what now? I don't remember what I have and have not talked about. Oh. Because, you see, I was just talking about some stuff, then I was talking about some other stuff, and then I lost half of that footage. I don't remember which half. I think I have talked about the fact that I'm going to be becoming much more busy in the near future, and I think I did talk about that, though, in the part that wasn't lost in a fatal footage accident. So actually, I'll stop talking about that, because I think you already know about it. That's awesome. Oh, right, though, the design change, the thing I wanted to talk about when I got back up here. Right, okay, so you may notice a slight change in the design of this that was inspired by our good friend Etho. And it's actually very, very funny how it all worked out. I ended up putting out my Terrorontor Does Science Episode 1, which was all about mob towers, and then Episode 2, which was also about mob towers, right? But the day after I put out Episode 1, Etho ended up putting out his own video about mob towers just after mine, and I thought that was pretty funny. But I watched it, because I watch all Etho videos. Yeah, actually I do. I watch, like, literally every Etho video. Because he's amazing. I love that guy. He's actually probably my main inspiration for starting a YouTube channel. I should tell him that, actually. I mean, of course, he wouldn't actually probably get the message. But hey, if anybody watching this personally knows Etho, feel free to tell him that he inspired me to start a YouTube channel. Right, though. So I was watching his video, and I noticed that his design had a couple of things mine didn't. And actually, let's go look at those right now. So, you see these little pockets on each side? Mine didn't have those, and I realized after he had done it, I was like, you know, that's a brilliant idea. He just put 4 more little spaces for spawning on each floor without really changing the design at all. And that was when I realized that you could actually put even 4 more free spaces of spawning on here, and that is these 4 corners that I changed as well. So I took his idea and I built on it, and I think that will, you know, it's honestly just like another 8 free spaces of a spawning space for every floor of mob tower. And I thought that was a wonderful idea, so thank you, Etho, for inspiring that. I know that you will not be watching this. I mean, you might be eventually, you never know. Anything's possible, right? But chances are that Etho will never watch this, but thank him anyways for that wonderful idea. Right, going on a tangent here. I'm sorry, now it would make my day. Make my day to have a guy like Etho watch my videos. Wow, I'm thinking about that now. I'm thinking about it. I'm just spam his inbox. No, not really. I hate it when people do that. Yeah, actually, I have a serious problem with that, because there are people like myself who make videos because they really, really enjoy it, right? And I have these great ideas I want to share with people, and that's basically why I have a YouTube channel, right? Because I just really enjoy stuff like that. But then I see other people who do really annoying stuff where they spam other people's inboxes with links saying, oh, hey, check out my videos. Or they post on the videos of famous people, like in the comments, they're like, come check out my channel, you know, stuff like that. And normally I'm not really bothered by that. I'm just like, oh, another silly person on YouTube who just, you know, doesn't really care about YouTube. They just want to become famous or something, or make money from their channel or whatever. But it bugs me because sometimes I'll see people who do stuff like that who actually become popular from doing that, right? Like, I've seen people who have maybe, I don't know, four or five videos out, who are already up over like 60 subscribers just from spamming people's inboxes. And the reason I actually see these guys in the first place is because they sent me annoying messages saying, hey, come check out my videos, right? And I'm curious, I don't actually watch their video because I don't want to get them free views or likes if they don't deserve them. But, you know, I click on the link to their actual channel, and I just see, you know, like, no videos whatsoever, maybe like one or two, and their feed is just filled with all of these comments, and that just kills me. So yeah, don't spam people's inboxes. That's my one tip. It's your one tip you can get from Terrorontor, who clearly knows nothing about becoming popular on YouTube. Don't spam people's inboxes, because if you do that to me, that will really annoy me. Don't spam my inbox, okay? Alright. Yeah, you know, I actually have no idea how much time this episode will take. I basically just went on a silly rant about stuff I don't even know what I'm talking about. And I had lots of technical difficulties, and we got actually quite a bit done on the mob tower, but you missed quite a bit of that because of technical difficulties and stuff, so I'm really sorry about that. But, hey, you know, it was a decent episode. I have no idea how much time we have left because of all the technical difficulties, but frankly, I'm very done recording this for tonight. Very done indeed. This is something I don't want to do anymore for tonight because I've spent a lot of time on this one episode already. More time than I spend on most episodes because of technical difficulties. And who doesn't love those, right? Everybody loves just losing time and effort to a silly glitch with their computer, right? What's better? Nothing, that's what. Right, so I think I'm going to be done with this for now. I don't think anything will have spawned. Yep, no enemies yet. Right, I'm going to come put water in this pretty soon, actually. Because with just 3 floors, this is functional. Am I on peaceful? No way. When I got the blue screen, did it set me to peaceful? Oh, it did. It did. And it also, my sound was at 50 and it... Oh my gosh. Alright. Herpaderp. I am not enjoying this. Not enjoying this one little bit. One little bit. My voice is cracking because I'm tired. It's actually quite late right now, but I really just wanted to get this episode done today. Alright though, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you'd like to see more videos like it, leave a subscribey thingy. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment or send me a message. Tune in next time to see me. I'm thinking I'm going to do some caving actually. I really want some redstone because I have some awesome stuff I want to build. And you know, stuff like that. So probably going to do some major caving. Might even do some strip/branch mining, but I would really like to get my new Terrorontor Does Science episode out before I start with that. So yeah, tune in next time to see me do that and not have any technical difficulties whatsoever, or so I hope. Thank you very much for watching. Terrorontor is out.